Have you ever found a hand-cut paper craft that you really loved until you saw all the pieces that are involved in it? I felt that way about this tower organizer until I made it easier by using a cutting machine. Hello everybody, Jennifer Maker here. It's a beautiful day to make this really fun and functional tower gift box and explore how to adapt projects to a cutting machine for quicker and easier assembly. Isn't this tower gift box just so clever? Now there are over 30 pieces of cardstock held together with craft glue here in my hands. That is a whole lot of cutting and gluing. Girl Crafts, whose video I watched and loved, measured, cut, and assembled everything by hand. Super impressive, and I loved it, but I thought, is there a way that I can make this easier? First, I knew I had to reduce the amount of cutting by hand to 0. So I designed a pattern with basic cut shapes to use with a cutting machine. I also wanted to know exactly where to fold each piece, so I used crease lines. I'm sharing the pattern for this box totally free with you. Stay tuned for the details or check the description for the link. Now, in a matter of minutes, my Cricut will cut and score my cardstock. I just have to fold and assemble the pieces with some craft glue. If you need any guidance on preparing and cutting your tower pieces using a cutting machine, I have detailed instructions on that later in the video. But for now, let's start with all of our cut pieces face up so you can also see the alignment notches. Let's start with the drawers. You can tell the larger drawers and their sides from the lid by comparing them. Lay out one of the main drawer pieces with the crease lines face up. Fold inward along each crease line for all 4 flaps and all 4 corner tabs. Use a scraper tool to help sharpen your folds. Then flip the drawer piece over and rotate it so the 2 flaps without corner tabs are on the top and bottom. One drawer side will be glued to the tower, so we only need 3 panels on the sides. Place a side panel face down or pretty side down. Apply craft glue around the panel's edges, then flip it over and adhere it to the center of the drawer's top flap. This will be your drawer's front side. If your paper has a pattern, make sure it looks right. Adhere side panels to the left and right flaps the same way. Next, add a little craft glue to a corner tab. Keeping the panels facing outward, bring in the corner and attach the tab to the inside matching flap, aligning the flap's edge flush with the tab's crease. Press firmly to secure the corner. Secure the other 3 corner tabs. Then repeat this assembly process for the remaining 3 drawers. Aren't they so cute? I can't wait to fill them with little supplies. The lid piece goes together similar to the drawers. Adhere the lid's 4 side panels to the piece's 4 flaps. If you're using pattern cardstock, adhere the panel so its top faces the creases. Then place the lid's top panel face down. Apply craft glue to its back side, then flip it over and adhere it on top of the lid, right in the center. Then fold and glue the corners the same way as the drawers. This will help keep our tower together so the pieces don't fall out. Place the main tower piece with the alignment marks in the second section closer to the top than the alignment marks in the third section. Fold inward along all 3 creases to form the tower's 4 sides, then unfold. Flip the piece so that the alignment marks in the second section are closer to the bottom now. Arrange your outer tower panels across the main piece so the pattern is oriented correctly. Then grab the first outer tower panel and apply craft glue to its back. Flip the panel over, center in the main tower's first section, then press and smooth to adhere it. Repeat these steps to add the remaining 3 outer panels to the rest of the main tower sections. Assemble the inside of the tower. Once the outer panels are in place, flip the main tower piece over, with the second section's alignment marks closer to the top. Place 1 drawer in each of the main tower pieces sections in the order you like, descending like stair steps from the top left. Make sure the empty drawer sides are against the tower piece and the openings are at the top. Move your drawers to the side in the correct order and orientation. Take the tower for the first section and apply craft glue to the empty side. Attach the drawer to the main tower piece so it's flush with the top left corner. Use your finger to press the pieces together from the inside, smoothing the flat sections and pinching the corners so they're secure. Add craft glue to the back of the second drawer, then center and adhere it between the second section's creases, flush with the top alignment marks. Each time you add a new drawer, make sure they'll slide past each other when the tower is folded. Center and adhere the third drawer so the top is flush with the third section's alignment marks, and make sure it's centered between the crease lines of that section. Then adhere the fourth drawer the same way, making sure it's flush with the bottom right corner and edges. Next, arrange the tower's inner panel pieces face up on the main tower piece, matching the panels to sections of the same size. One by one, apply craft glue to the back of each inner panel. Then center and press to adhere each to its section on the main tower. Now you can fold the sections up to form a tower and pop on the lid to hold it all together. You now have a super cute tower gift box for storing small items like desk or craft supplies, makeup, or even candy. And if you need any help preparing and cutting your pieces using Cricut Design Space, no worries, I got you. I'll show you how to do that next. If you're already comfortable with this part, you can skip ahead to find out more information about how to make this project truly yours. First, download my free tower gift box design at jennifermaker.com/696. You can either download right from that link by saving the project, or download from my entire free design collection. To find it, look for Libraries in the red bar at the top, and then click either Get a Password if you don't yet have one, or click Enter the Library. Search the page for design number 696 and click the link to download the designs. If you're not sure how to do this, visit jennifermaker.com/svgs to learn how to download and unzip files. Now let's prepare the tower gift box in Cricut Design Space. If you're new to Cricut Design Space, go to CricutKickoff.com for my free introductory series on Design Space basics. Here's how the score version of the tower gift box SVG looks on my canvas. I'm using the score version with a scoring tool today for nice, clean crease lines that are easy to see on my cardstock. But if you don't have a scoring tool, you can use the no score version, which will make dash cut lines for folding instead. Both assemble the same way, so you can use whichever version works best for you. To begin, ungroup the design and spread out the pieces. I always recommend ungrouping as they are usually grouped by default. The main tower has 6 rectangular inner panels of various sizes, 4 tall rectangular outer panels, and 1 long rectangular main piece with cutout alignment marks in the second and third sections. The drawers have 4 large main pieces. Each also has 3 rectangular side panels. The lid has a large main piece, a square top panel, and 4 rectangular side panels. To change the color of a piece to match your cardstock, select it and click the color box to pick a new one. I'll change the tower's inner panels to match so all 6 will cut from the same patterned paper. You can do this one at a time, or you can select multiple pieces with the bounding box to make this easier. Change any other pieces as needed to match your cardstock. In the Layers panel, there are still 6 grouped layers indicated by small arrows. We need to adjust these groups to make sure the score lines are added correctly. So click the small arrow to expand the first group, which has a layer with solid red lines. That's how I indicate lines will be scored. There's also a layer with a basic cut shape grouped with the lines. Select the top layer with the solid red lines and change its operation to Score, so the Cricut knows to make the crease lines where your cardstock will be folded. Click the group layer with the arrow to select both layers, then click Attach to keep your score line with your cut shape. Repeat these steps for the remaining 5 group layers to change their top lines to Score and attach them to their cut shapes. The no score version will have dash cut lines in the same locations, but you do not need to change their operation to Score. They are all ready to go. And now your project is ready to cut. So make sure the correct machine is selected in the top right and then click Make. On the Prepare screen, make sure the correct material size is selected for your mats. I'll keep mine at 12 by 12 inches. And make sure your score layers are properly attached to their cardstock cut layers. If you see a mat with just lines, one or more of your score layers may not have attached correctly, so click on Cancel to return to the canvas to check, adjusting as needed. Cricut Design Space sometimes rotates pieces to fit more on a mat, like some of these vertical side panels. If you're using pattern cardstock that has words or an obvious up direction, that won't look right. To fix that, you can rotate the pieces on a mat. Just click a piece, then use the rotation handle to adjust it. If pieces overlap, drag them apart. Then select the first mat so it loads first and click Continue. On the Make screen, set the base material for your first mat. I'll use the medium cardstock 80-pound 216 GSM setting. Change the pressure to more for cleaner cuts. If you're using the same material for everything, check the box next to Remember Material Settings to save time between mats. For mats with score lines, follow the screen prompts to load your tools in the order indicated. I'll click Edit Tools and select the scoring stylus so I can load both the scoring tool and my blade at the same time. If you use a scoring wheel, your Cricut will score and then cut, prompting you to switch tools. Place your cardstock face up on a green standard grip machine mat. And remember to place pattern cardstock in the direction that you want the pieces to be cut. Use a brayer to make sure it's fully adhered, and check that your premium fine point blade and scoring tool, if you're using one, is clean and in the proper clamp. Press the flashing low button to load the prepared mat into your Cricut, and then press the flashing middle button to begin cutting. When it's finished cutting, don't unload your mat right away. Instead, gently lift a corner of the material to make sure the cuts went all the way through. If they didn't, press the middle button again to make a second pass of cuts in the same spots. When the cuts are complete, unload your mat, flip it over onto your work surface, and roll it back to release the cardstock without any ripping or tearing. And use the spatula to help lift delicate parts, such as tabs or small pieces. And if you have any issues with your cuts, go to jennifermaker.com/cleanercuts for my best tips and tricks. Then follow the same steps to load, cut, and unload your remaining mats. Remember, position pattern paper correctly. Lay out all of your cut pieces face up to make sure everything is cut correctly, and you're now ready to assemble. And now if you want to make your project even more personal, imagine adding labels to the drawers. Through my special advanced program, I can show you how to make custom drawer labels and so much more. Go to jennifermaker.com/advanced to learn more about this program. It will help you advance your crafting skills by teaching you how to make these popular designs unique and special through tutorials and templates, as well as give you advanced access to my library of designs, projects, and resources, and our member challenges. Now, I may or may not be accepting new members into the advanced program at the time that you see this, but if you're interested in how it all works, go to jennifermaker.com/advanced to learn more. I think this tower gift box makes such a great gift. Just add little things, some candy, some little supplies. It holds a lot and it stands up on its own. Just keep the lid on or hold the bottom securely to move it. And if you want to make your own drawer labels, don't forget to check out the advanced program to learn more about that, plus many other ways to personalize your projects. And if you love this project but don't have a Cricut, I do a regular giveaway over on my blog at jennifermaker.com/Cricut giveaway. Visit that link to get all the details and enter for your chance to win a Cricut cutting machine. And if you have any craft-related questions that you think I can help you with, please let me know. Just leave your question below this video or ask in our awesome Cricut Crafters group at jennifermaker.com/Cricut Crafters. And I would love to see your finished tower gift boxes. Share them with us in our group. I can't wait to see what you put into your drawers. And that's it for today. Until next time, this is Jennifer Maker reminding you to craft a life you love.